What is happening? Carter here. Got another video for you. We're doing an unboxing slash first impressions here. A lot of fun. Very excited to show this to you guys, even though I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with this knife already. This is the Chaves Knives 229 Redencion Ultramar Folder Blade HQ Exclusive. That's probably one of the longest titles, even though not all of that's an official title. So what are we looking at here? This is a production Chaves Knives made overseas, which is what the Ultramar moniker means, right? It's Spanish for not of this area or not of this region, something to that effect. Really, what it means is that this is a foreign-made production knife, not a custom Chaves. So that's how you can tell the difference. I'll talk a little bit more in detail about some of the other things, some of the other monikers with this particular knife. But without further ado, let's take a look at it. So we got a cool little magnetic box here with the awesome Chaves Knives icon of the skull key. Very, very cool. I remember years and years ago when he was first coming out, I missed out on his first run of the custom version of these knives for an excellent price. Still kicking myself for not being able to take advantage of that. But at least now I can buy the production version. And it is really, really nice. Boom. There it is. So this is a little bit different than the standard versions that you'll see. This is the Blade HQ Exclusive PVD coated frame, or PVD coated lockside titanium, PVD coated blade right there. This is the classic complex ground Redención blade right there, hollow ground right there, flat ground up there. Super, super nice. And then we've got the natural G-10 scale on this side. Very, very cool. We'll take a closer look at that in 1 second. This is not a straight out of the box knife, just so you're aware in case you see any garbage on the blade right there. I've actually been carrying this for the last few days. I just like the idea of showing the box and everything that comes with it. So this latest run, or family of runs of this particular knife, comes with an additional pocket clip. This is the usual pocket clip that Chaves Knives comes with. I got to slow down when I talk, guys. It's getting out of control. I just get so excited. I get so excited to talk to you guys and show you things. It has the skull here. Very iconic to his knives, but not everybody likes that. So now they include kind of more of a standard vanilla style clip. Some people really like it. Myself, if I'm going with the Chaves Knives, I'm going to get his standard clip, his iconic clip. Otherwise, I'll just probably get something else. But that's for you to decide, because this knife has a lot to offer, and it's very, very cool. So let's get some stats out of the way. I'll post the full stats down below. But you're looking at a medium-sized knife, or at least what I would call a medium-sized knife. Perfect pocket carry size for me in my XL hands. Your results may vary. You may like something a little bit smaller to carry. For me, this is about as small as I typically like to go nowadays. But for some people, this may still be on the large side. I believe it's a 3.6-inch blade. I'll post the full numbers down below, like I just said. But definitely not a large blade, but it's not a small one either. So really good sizing. On weight, it's got a really good weight to it. We'll do the official weight here. Wow, 5.5 ounces. It's actually surprising. It feels a little bit lighter than that. I was expecting it closer to maybe 5. But maybe that's just due to balance, or maybe I'm used to carrying heavier knives. But 5.5 ounces is what I'm getting here. You can see the solid G-10 scale helps reduce a lot of the weight. If you got the full titanium version, you're obviously going to be looking at a little more heft than what you're going to see here. So I'm not going to go into super big detail about the Redencion. It's kind of a classic knife at this point. Really well done. I want to talk more about the features and the quality of this particular knife. The smoothness on this thing is out of control. The detent is perfect. No detent slop. It is rock solid. The detent was a little bit tough right out of the box, but after you break it in, it's perfect. Like, everything really is perfect on this knife. In terms of fit and finish and mechanical and things like that. I can get into nitpicking some certain things, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But everything else, perfectly centered, super smooth, rock solid. I've been flicking this thing for a couple days. Has not budged at all. It's only gotten smoother. The finish is really, really cool, and I apologize for the garbage on the blade there. I didn't realize it was that bad. So disregard this crap on here that I got on from doing whatever it is, whatever cutting I was doing with this thing. I didn't know it. It got so gross. Really showing up in the camera. But you can see, maybe you can see, yeah, there you go. It's got a stone-washed finish with the PVD. Now I think, I don't know. I don't know if it was stone-washed and then PVD coated or PVD coated and then stone-washed, but it looks amazing. On the blade there you can see the grinds are super even, super beautiful. Nice slicing hollow ground. A little bit more robust flat grind on the tip there. Good all-purpose blade. Nice swedge. The jimping on this thing is super aggressive and nice. The only thing I would say is I wish the stonewash finish carried over on the back of the scale here. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's maybe a bead blasted finish with the PVD on it. Would have been cool if it had the same stonewash type thing, but that's a minor nitpick. Pocket clip works great. Lockup is perfect. It has your insert. Really, really nice. The G-10 scale with the black, the natural Jade G-10. Absolutely stunning. Hit it out of the park. Really, really well done. Really functional. You know, of course, the design is rock solid. Really nice. Now, the only critiques I would give it, some of these edges are a little sharp. Don't know if I love that. Kind of like I mentioned before, the lack of the stonewashing on the back. I just don't love it that much. It almost has a cheapish type feel to it to a certain degree. I don't know if I can explain that as well as I want to. But there's just something a little tiny bit off. Still looks good, just a tiny bit off. The other thing I'd mention is all of the hardware kind of sits proud. None of it's flush. As you can see, everything kind of pokes out, including the pivot, all of the screws, even on the back of the titanium. They all kind of sit proud. It would have been really good if those were flush, but all of them kind of pop out a little bit. Not too big a deal. They're nice screws. You can see they've got a nice chamfered edge. High quality screws, but looks-wise, if they were flush, it would be just a little bit nicer. But other than that, rock solid offering. Absolutely love it. Been carrying it around. Feels really, really good. One thing that would have been cool, sorry, I was squeezing the lock bar there, is if they offered a fully murdered out version. So imagine black titanium scale on this side. That would be pretty sick. So this is the BladeHQ Exclusive with the PVD and the G-10 scale right there. They tend to do this combo quite often. So very, very nice. If you're sitting on the fence wondering if you need one of these, I would say you definitely do need one of these. M390 steel, super high quality, super smooth, super utilitarian, yet very handsome design. Something about that profile, it just looks really, really nice. Kind of like Striders, you know, they just have the proportion and the lines that just work, and it just complements itself and looks really, really good. Nice mix between style, design, and utility. This thing could handle a lot. High quality steel, high quality everything. It's robust and tankish, but not ridiculously so. Still carryable, and with the G-10 scale, in my opinion, lightweight. So that's it, guys. Here's a look at the BladeHQ Exclusive Redencion from Chaves Knives Ultramar Edition. I'd recommend picking one up. Let's do another spaceship flyby close up. You can see that beautiful G-10 right there. Only downside is this stuff gets kind of dirty, but you can clean it easily enough. Beautiful pocket clip. Milled, solid, excellent. All right, guys, later.